Hello. So in this lesson, we will be reviewing forward folds, specifically seated forward folds. So very similar to child's pose, a forward fold is a very easy position for us to naturally kind of stick our sits bones back and flare our ribs out, and to find that anterior tilt through the mechanism of rib flare, which is what we want to avoid. And so in order to prevent that from happening, we can do a couple of things. We can, so again, I'm just gonna have my legs straight out in front of me. We can use props, again, in order to create a nice support system for us to like lean into without popping these bad boys out. So bolsters and blankets and maybe even a block are likely our best friends in this situation. So again, if you don't have a bolster, you can always use like a bed pillow or maybe a couch cushion, or you can just use multiple blankets or a combo of blocks and blankets. And so I'm just gonna take my bolster here, and I'm also gonna take probably at least one blanket to make myself a little pillow. And all we're gonna do is I'm gonna kind of pull this into my belly a little bit more. And I'm just gonna go ahead and find my forward fold. Again, using my bolster as a support, and then drawing my heart back. And again, the bolster provides, and the blanket, just provide a nice support to make sure that I'm not sinking into the front of my ribs. And so this is a great option for Dandasana, like where I am now with my feet just forward. You can also use this in more of like a wide-legged forward fold. I'm actually going to grab a block. For a wide-legged forward fold, again, blocks, bolsters, pillows, all great options. And again, you can come here. I might even want to put a blanket, again, closer into my belly to make sure that my ribs are nice and supported. And I can rest here. Now again, I want to call out that I'm like not at my full stretch right now. I'm just kind of like in a mid-range position. The great thing about positions like wide-legged forward fold or Dandasana is they're really great for, nervous system regulation when we're in a state where we want to really calm down. They, I think, are less important for creating freedom in our pelvic floor. This one specifically because, again, it's more of an externally rotated position, and again, that's not creating as much space in my posterior pelvic floor as Dandasana might be a better option with both legs straight out in front of me. Or just, I maybe consider like wire forward folding if it feels really important to your practice. I know some people want to work on flexibility, and so if that's something that's important to you, that's obviously important to you, and I encourage you to kind of do whatever is important to you. But this is one of those things that, depending upon what your priorities are, kind of learning to relax in these positions that are more supported and again more mid-range can help us when we want to again eventually kind of like move back into more end range positions. So again, try these out, see how they feel, and I'll see you in the next lesson.